quick read here. So, what I've got here for you is starting off with the Wheel of Fortune, moving into the Queen of Pentacles. This is for the month of November. Again, general reads, not going to speak to everybody. If it's your story, great, follow along. If you do need to, if there's only parts of it that seem to resonate, then just take what is applicable to you, and then we'll move along to the next month. Anyway, so what we're starting out with is the Wheel of Fortune. We also have the card of Queen of Pentacles, and then we've got the Star card, as well as the Magician and the Queen of Wands. A lot of major arcana cards here, actually. So that would be primary cards would be the Magician, as well as the Star, and of course the Wheel of Fortune. So it looks like we are looking at sort of cycles of your life and your luck, and things are definitely moving in your direction. These are the clarifiers with the Ace of Pentacles. So there's definitely things around money that seem to be the primary focus in your happiness, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of resources going out here. Again, I'm going to do a general sort of aspect of things, and then I'll hone in on and fine tune things a little further out. So again, dealing with a lot of the cycles of your luck, and it definitely looks like your fortune is moving in your favor here with the Queen or with the Ace of Pentacles. It's very close to the Queen of Pentacles as well. So there's definitely money on the mind, definitely things in around using your resources properly, but you are trying to find some wish fulfillment here and seeking happiness overall with that Nine of Cups. So again, main energy is the star. So there is also a sense of healing here, especially too because you're transforming. So you're letting go of something, maybe an old self or an old negative mindset or energy, but somehow along the line here, you are transforming a part of yourself to be able to move into this new energy, because the Magician comes up again as the main energy, and that's followed by the Lover. So it could be in around a relationship of some sort that seems to be where the healing is taking place, but there's definitely something along that line that you're trying to find a sense of happiness here. And it could be as well, I see visionary energy here with the Queen of Wands, and definitely around Seven of Pentacles. There is some kind of a weight on the wish fulfillment, or at least the monetary aspect of things here. But definitely there is movement ahead with that Queen of Wands energy. And again, the Magician, there's all of the talents, the abilities, the skills to make something happen. But there's a sense that you are renewing yourself in some way here with that star energy. And certainly it could be something about putting you on the map here as well, driving yourself into a more, how do I say, more of a heightened, elevated status as well, kind of comes through here for some. But again, this is a little further out, but the Wheel of Energy is where the fortune and luck, that's where it all begins here. So again, Wheel of Fortune is that energy around where your luck is, and it seems to be favorable for you here this month in November. So again, there's good luck, there's good fortune in around your finances. So it does symbolize growth, is what I would say there. I'm not saying I see wins, because the Ace is still a beginner energy. Even though it is close to the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you're using your resources really well this month. But it's definitely, a bringer of good luck and good fortune, that kind of thing with the Wheel of Fortune. So that's what's coming further out, because it is expanding. I feel like you are expanding in some way here as well, especially because we have the energy of the star as well as the death card. So there's energy around transformation personally, even on, an emotional level here too, or in a connection here with the Lover's energy there as well. Could even represent sort of Sagittarius, Aries kind of energy here. Something along that line seems to stand out, but I don't read all of the energy, just the ones that seem to resonate for me, that seem to be relevant. But we also again have, it's more success and long, over the long haul here, with good health and definitely gifts of wisdom and that kind of thing that come through here. Sort of a philosophical kind of energy for some reason that's coming through here, and I don't know if that's because of that transformation energy, but and with the Magician, but there is sort of a sense of kind of a deeper understanding or of truths or something like that, in the way that you're looking at life. But I feel like there is more of an expansive fullness of life, or a worldview, higher education, something along that line. Some of you could represent travel, but I usually see a few other cards here when I see travel. So again, that might be something that's just pondering. But at this point, I would say with the Wheel of Fortune, it's more along the line of higher education in a particular area in more of a philosophical sense. I feel like, again, you're deepening on some level here because of that death card and the star. But I also feel like there's just growth in some worldview, whatever it is that you're doing, that you're expanding in, there's wisdom and success that's up ahead here. The Wheel of Fortune is also a card of cycling, recycling, old energy into new energy, that kind of thing. So I feel like there is an element of, something that's coming in for you again, that's kind of twist turn sort of energy around your prosperity. I don't feel like it's manifested just yet, but it is something that is starting to happen. The energy is around you to make that come through. We also have the star energy. Like I said, these are the major arcana. So these are big energies coming in with in the time at the time of November here. So I feel like there is a visionary aspect to you this month. And I do feel like, especially with, again, Queen of Wands could be like it's just there's a deeper transformation, something that you're seeking is some kind of unique dream or unique viewpoint or something that you are coming through here with. I do feel like this could be, again, it's more future oriented. With that death card, it feels like this is something that's changed you on a deeper level, whatever it is that you're doing. Some of you, it might be a writing situation here with that Queen of Wands energy, but there's still a weight on things with that Seven of Pentacles for something to really manifest. But I do feel like the energy around you is starting to change. There is kind of a sense of, this is a dreamer. This is somebody who's following their heart, that kind of thing with that energy. But again, you've got a couple of queens here. So I do feel like, this could be some people here that are in the mix as well. But we'll get back to that here in a second. As far as health, it could be sort of focused in around ankles, calves, that kind of thing. So, sort of the lower leg region could be issues for you in the month of November. But we didn't know if that interrupted here too much or paused the vocal, but anyway, just wanted to get right into that Seven of Pentacles energy again. So normally the Queen of Wands is a card of energy, visionary, sort of moving things ahead, but the Seven of Pentacles is what's clarifying that. So it feels like it's kind of success not quite reached. Success is being paused here for whatever reason. There's a limitation. Something's not quite ready to harvest. Something's not quite, is still planting of seeds. Something's not quite ready to go here. But it does require a bit of endurance and able to get past this, whatever this is. So, again, this is all about, contemplating where you're at, that space around beauty, physical growth, all of that. It's, patience, reward, obstacle of some sort. But again, it's just a delay, on an expected outcome. But you have favorable outcomes all around here with the Wheel of Fortune as well as that Ace of Pentacles energy. So, lots coming through here for you. So again, I just wanted to take you through that major arcana first. And again, we also have that card of the Queen of Pentacle or Queen of Wands. So it's definitely a leadership card here, definitely fire sign. It does represent energy, passion in around your finances or trying to grow your finances. It definitely is a commitment to nurturing or safeguarding that area or that aspect, looking after the areas of your mind, your visions, your dreams, your passions. All of that is at the forefront here. It can also speak to somebody who's impulsive or impatient, that kind of thing, energetic sort of outbursts, and then goes back to a quieter space. But this is in around self-identity and self-expression. So again, could be related around writing or some other means of self-expression here with the Queen of Wands. So we also have, again, I'm going to just go through a little bit more of the energies here as well, but it does, and I did pull a couple of cards here in terms of advice. So, again, these ones would be man holding a heart, yin yang. Looks like we're going to be speaking to, there's broken heart here as well. So is some issue of healing and something around happy family as well. So it does look like you have, there is some things that are like a lot of positive energy here, but it's just still in a bit of a waiting space is where things are at for you right now. Again, the Wheel of Fortune is still that energy that something is coming forward here. You've got a turn of luck. It's just not manifested just yet, but the energy is surrounding you. in regards to this. And again, the card of the lover's energy with the magician, you're trying to manifest something I feel in around, could be in around a career situation or, a partnership of some sort. Does represent, of course, you, Gemini, coming through in this reading. So it's kind of an empowering time for you with that magician energy as well as the lover's card. It does speak to, choices as well, some kind of a duality here, but as above, so below, that kind of thing with the magician energy. So you really want to be careful what you're manifesting. But it could also be in terms of a relationship where there's some big changes, or you feel like you're going through some big changes where something, you're trying to manifest something here, which is going to be, um, just further out here. There's a lot of energy around self improvement and things just waiting. It's kind of a waiting energy. But I do feel either way, there is still positive energy in terms of your finances for the month of November, because I do see some extra money here that's could be coming through, could be a new job for some of you with that Ace of Pentacles, but the main energy is the Queen of Pentacles, which is you using your resources wisely this month. And it's not about, it's just it's wise decisions, and it could be in cooperation with another person here as well. With that partnership, there's a common goal. There's some kind of togetherness in terms of business or in terms of, whatever your life situation is around your money. But as well, it's also kind of delving into a lot of knowledge. Like I said, a lot of deep transformation here, especially with the magician so close to the star and the death card. It just feels like there is an overall energy of deeper transformations for you, because the star is a card of healing, and it feels like you're healing perhaps in around the lover's energy or some partnership of some sort. But that star energy with the death again is still a reason to be optimistic. So there's still something, um, there's still a sense that you have some big changes that you're undergoing here in this month, which will probably not finish out in November. It'll probably go a little further out. But again, it's a transition of some sort here with that death card. So it's also, seeing the truth in a situation is really what that kind of brings about. But it's that chance to sort of feel regenerated again as well. So whatever old situations you were clinging to, this is the time where all of that's being, the past is the past, and you're now moving into more of the present energy here, which is one of wish fulfillment. And certainly one, even though right now you're at the Queen of Pentacles, still using your resources, that kind of thing, but you're moving into wish fulfillment. You're moving into things that you're more passionately connected to. Does feel like it's, again, more visionary energy with that Queen of Wands. So for some of you, again, writing projects or things in around passionate interests, that kind of thing. Could be a person, a new person that's coming in for some of you as well, that you have a strong interest in, somebody who's really high visibility, that kind of thing. But it still speaks to energy around, again, some kind of decisions or some kind of deep changes in you to be able to move ahead. So you're transforming, you're releasing a situation or releasing a relationship in the way that it was previously, moving ahead. And now it's metamorphosizing into something else. So, which still looks to be really positive, whatever that is. So if it is, that connection is metamorphosizing into something else because of your metamorphosis to yourself as well, it's still a very positive outcome, whatever this is. So there's a lot more energy around transformation, like I said, and moving things in a new direction. And there's certainly good use of your time and your energy and your money. And there's a more positive outlook here for, for the month of November. What I would say there too, again, just kind of reflecting back on that star energy, the star energy is again renewal and healing, and it's kind of where your persistence in some respect is paying off. And so I feel like whatever conflict or inner conflict you were dealing with is starting to resolve. I'm not saying you've made the complete metamorphosis yet, because right now you're in the star energy, you're in the healing energy, and you're still trying to manifest something. You're still trying to work with the energies of the magician. But the death card is an indication that that's where you're headed. So, that things are going to be moving in a very positive way for you. So doors are open, new opportunities, you're changed on a really deep level because of whatever it is that you're learning here. And again, it feels really revolutionary, feels very visionary. It feels like it's something that's quite deep that you're linked into, whether this is, a higher plane of existence of some sort. But either way, there's some real deep wisdom. And I feel like you are, um, in a place of more of a personal journey. Not so much outgoing in terms of teaching others or anything like that, but the energy I feel is more of a personal journey right now. So I feel like you're trying to reach your highest potential. And again, you're still in that healing sort of part of your life, and there might have been a bit of a storm here, and that's why the level of healing. But whatever the healing is, it seems to be connected in around your emotional state with that lover's energy. And again, that's you, but it also the lovers is right connected there with the magician. So to me, that's an indication that this is really deep manifestation, real. You're really making something happen for yourself that is going to be manifesting here pretty soon. So again, once you go through this healing, there is going to be something a little further out, even though it's a bit on hold here with the Seven of Pentacles, but you're still taking action with the Queen of Wands. And again, Queen of Wands is definitely an energy of moving things ahead. Um, okay, so, and I'll get to the other cards here in just a second. Maybe I'll just go over that Ace of Pentacles here. So the Ace of Pentacles, of course, is still the beginning of something here that's in around your money. It's in around your finance. So again, the luck is in around changing something on that front. So in the month of November, there is some level of stability. Again, you're using your resources wisely. I don't see big pockets of money coming in just yet, but I feel like it could be a new stream of income for some of you. Again, new job or extra money from somewhere. But it's good timing, whatever it is here. And it certainly does speak to, even it could be a new opportunity that you create for yourself to create some extra money. But it's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it could be a raise, promotion, anything like that, or a new job. But again, that is almost seems like it's a little further out because the energy is Wheel of Fortune. So this is just where it's starting out. The Ace of So again, kind of moving it into things that are still on hold, on pause, because the energy is just coming in here for some kind of long-term security. But you're still transforming in a very deep level, and a lot of visionary, energy is what I would say is coming through here. So you have the power to manifest your plans, ideas, dreams, all of that stuff is really where you're at. So professional problems, that kind of thing, career changes, all of that stuff. I feel like you're hanging in there pretty good. There seems to be no issues. The only other thing that I want to go through there too is in terms of the magician. The magician, as I say, it's a really powerful card, as is the star card, one of being visionary and especially coupled with that Queen of Wands. So I definitely feel like you're future focused. But again, that magician energy really speaks to some big changes here that you're trying to bring about. And I feel like with the magician energy, it is the ability to manifest something, having all the tools, all the skills, but it's like anything, you have to keep building on those tools and skills. You have the wherewithal, you have the intelligence, you have the, ability to make something happen, but it's a matter of how you put things together to advance it. And that's really where things are at. So, and again, that could be around a passion project or some kind of a connection here with that lover's energy. There is still something salvageable or something that you can work with. But again, also that star energy, that's really close there is the faith in a brighter tomorrow. So, and it's also about, pioneering your dreams and all of those things. But again, just so much energy with that Wheel of Fortune, just really speaks to you moving into a more positive time. Magician, as I said, is still in around, being the master of, as they say, you're, all of the elements. And so if you've got the ability to manifest your own reality, it would be because you're tapping into, your intuitive powers, things that are sort of greater than ourself. It's that idea, or that idea that we can take our ideas and manifest it into reality because we are aware of how energy works. So there's that cause and effect. It's kind of being between, ideas and the physical realm of things. And that's what the magician is all about, having power over mind and matter, or knowing how to use it. So it's using logic and reasoning, but it's also being aware of kind of, the communications from spirit and messages, but it's somewhere in the middle. It's, what a Gemini energy really is, with the lover's energy. So it's that multitasker and being able to kind of balance out how to bring something, into fruition, so to speak. But it's also, like I say, I mean, just in kind of looking at how we communicate. Um, Even though I don't see a lot of the communication being the aspects here, I feel like most of this is focused on sort of the tangible workings of life, things that deal with the practical, getting things done. Most of it's sort of in around that range. But it is definitely speaking to, learning. Like I said, with that visionary energy, there's a sense that you're really having to learn something. Um, Maybe learning how to manifest here that's in around the lover's energy because it's still unreachable, in some regard, because the magician's the main energy of where you are. The clarifier is the lovers where things are moving into. So you're trying to manifest something that, there's still some positive connections there. Again, all positive energy here in the month of November for you. I don't see any real tower moments, although I do see with the death and the star, there's a real strong healing. That energy, like I say, will probably go further out into December. I mean, these things don't happen when you're healing from something that's quite deep and transformative in a couple of weeks. So, it's educating yourself. It's learning how to, read your own language, read your own inner language, so to speak, I guess, all of that. And sometimes we can't read our own inner language. And so we start to learn the language through other people, other people that we're around, and that helps us to develop our communication or methods of style, that kind of thing. So um, it is still in around kind of maybe schooling yourself on some level, or could be some kind of education that's still required here for this deep transformation to have taken place. But again, it feels like you're doing the education, you're doing the work, you're putting your hands into the Queen of Wands energy here and really doing some. Uh, Doing some deep, like I said, visionary work is really about changing the future. It's about seeing something in the future. And I feel like I say, somehow in doing that, looking forward, it's helping you to transform on a deeper level. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into the other cards here, which is this is the cards of Energy Oracle. And these are just the advice cards here. So we've got man holding a heart. Actually, maybe I'll bring it down here. So we've got man holding a heart, and one sec here. Okay, so this could be someone that's coming in. It could be a new love interest, man, woman, doesn't matter, but just masculine energy if it is for a woman. But overall, the energy is somebody that could be just coming in terms of wisdom, to provide a little bit of wisdom. Could be somebody that you're watching online or whatever that is also providing a little bit of insight. But whatever this is, it still focuses in around family and love and anything emotional that you're connected to. So it's getting clear on your purpose in life, as well as just in terms of your, finding a balanced approach anyway to love and family. All of that is what that sort of revolves around. So it's also about any projects or anything that you're undertaking that you're really connected to, committing to. And again, it's just getting clear on things that are important to you that you value this month. So your advice is to stay focused on that. Um, and to find some balance in what you're doing here. Try to avoid the highs and lows, because the yin and yang is about, passive active energy. It's about using your intuition and being logical. But again, it's about helping you to, move in and out of moods, temperaments, cycles, in a really balanced sort of way. So you do want to be in a space where you are not draining yourself or draining your energy, because it does interfere with your intuition. And, so it's about letting things go when things need to be let go, or when there's, don't try to hang on to a conclusion or an idea of how something should be. It's really about putting, more of an intention of what you would like to happen, and then acting on the intention. And if it doesn't go the way that you expect it to go, then you go within and you find a way to release it, So it's about um, just allowing more flow in your life this month. So we also have. So, no highs and lows. Just try to find things that don't drain you, and stay focused on the important things, that you can control. So, and it's also about seeing things as, half full versus half empty. If the glass is half empty, then, you don't see the value in the things around you, and they could be the things that are foundational to your growth. So we also have the broken heart, which is about grief and loss. It's also about, heart being healed, that kind of thing, or feeling an emptiness or some kind of hurt or pain. So again, that star card, as well as the death card, indicated there was some sense of healing in around that right now in this month. But just to be open to, healing and love and compassion for yourself, as well as just taking time to do self care and get through the process. That's your priority this month. Just again, finding balance. And a lot of that I feel is coming through because of happy family. So I feel like, your happiness does come from your family. And I feel like that creates some balance for you. So if you just find a way to have more fun or, caring connections around you, I feel that you'll be more balanced overall. And this could be, celebrations or things that are more coming through here for the month, that are in around that, where there's more family around you or more connections to family. So again, it still could be also opening up to, children or those connections in family more so as well. But it's also about celebrations for others. And it could be a potential relationship for those that are single. So, anyway, that's what I have for you. Keep moving forward, Gemini, and we will see you in future reads. Have a great November. It is looking amazing. Deep transformations, a lot to look forward to in terms of money, as well as good luck coming in for you. At least the energy is starting in around there, and there could be a message or two, um, you know, soon thereafter. But again, Page of Pentacles or Seven of Pentacles, still kind of waiting on that. But there is definitely something manifesting here, and the energy is looking pretty good. So using your resources wisely, and especially in around wish fulfillment, things that are important to you, I do feel like you are going to have a really good month in the month of November. Just remember, avoid the highs and lows. Remember the things that are important to you in around family structure. Heal yourself, broken heart, finding more satisfaction in the month, and as well, just remember who you are, as always. Have a great month.